I gotta say, since against all odds, I managed to obtain a PlayStation 5 and finally got to try out Cyberpunk 2077's next-gen/current-gen release, I've actually been enjoying the game. My previous experience with the title, as I'm sure you're all aware of by this point, was the base PS4, which, good God in heaven, is an ordeal I would not wish on my worst enemy. So it naturally comes as no surprise whatsoever that I'm actually able to extract a decent amount of pleasure and fun from this iteration of the product. That being said, the jank is still very much present, although not to the extent of it breaking my game or causing me to have to reload in the middle of a mission because something just failed to trigger. I'd place the game's current next-gen bugginess level at a few notches below Skyrim. Still prone to noticeable hiccups, but not bad enough to truly ruin the experience for me. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about an announcement made by CDPR recently during one of their financial calls, which I'm sure by now triggers some sort of mass PTSD chain reaction within the company. This announcement concerns the upcoming first and maybe only major Cyberpunk 2077 expansion, specifically that its release is currently scheduled for next year, which is quite a decent amount of time from when the game came out, but hey, I suppose they had a lot of work to get done before this was a thing, right? Apparently, during this friendly financial call, this slide was shown illustrating the current development allocations between all of CDPR's current projects. That goddamn yellow making a comeback as the Cyberpunk 2077 work allocation bar. Now I know what you're thinking, oh man, they've barely got anybody working on this game anymore, but I don't necessarily think that's the case here. I mean, sure, the yellow bar is significantly smaller in the 28th February 2022 line, but let's not forget about the light blue section dealing with the game's upcoming expansion. I think, maybe, when we look at this yellow bar, it's likely dealing primarily with fixing the game's current issues and bugs. You know, maintaining some semblance of stability. And CDPR have made it pretty damn clear that, at least on that end, they've done the majority of what they were hoping to accomplish, which is slightly concerning, but what are you gonna do? I fully expect us to receive many more upcoming patches, that's a given, but will all of them, or at least some of them, reach the heights that 1.5 seemingly attained? I don't think so. I hope I'm wrong, though. Because as I mentioned all the way back at the start of this video, now that I can actually play the game without worrying about it imploding in on itself, I'm enjoying it more than I ever thought I would. And this next-gen version has illustrated, probably more so than any previous patch, the potential this game has. So let's cross our fingers, pray to the gods of Olympus, and eat our fruits and vegetables, and just maybe, Bloodlines 2 won't end up getting cancelled for good. And until next time.